All right, so our friends over at Nazar Fragrances, Terrence and his team, sent over something that is really just coming out. In fact, word I got is that it's just being added to the website probably in the next day or two. So wanted to do a quick review of it, do some first impressions, let you know what I'm thinking about it, and then let you know if it's a buy or buy situation. All right, stick around, we'll talk about it. All right, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin, and you are watching Smell Goods. I appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit as we run through, talk through, deal with more of these fragrances, more of these smell goods, more of the stuff that we're interested in, right? If this is content that you enjoy, you know what to do by now. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notifications, share, and then meet me in the comments. Let's just jump into it, right? Friend of the channel, Terrence and the Nazar Fragrances team, got a few things from them, and so they sent over something new that they're releasing and wanted me to kind of get my thoughts, my opinion on it, and let you all know whether or not I think it's a buy or a buy situation, right? So what we're talking about, it is from their oiled up line. So this is the box it comes in, oiled up, and you've seen how this opens, right? Oiled up. So oiled up is his brand or his division, if you will, of Nazar Fragrances that is more ideally centered around like either his take on something. So rather than doing a straight dupe or a clone, they're kind of his twists on things, or they could be kind of mashups of different things that he's put together, right? So this isn't considered the 12 jewels of Nazar, which might be something like, for example, Mango Tobacco, right? So you can see the bottle there for Mango Tobacco. This is Nazar. These are the originals. As far as this one, this is, he's calling this Oudh campaign. Oudh campaign. So wanted me to talk about it, and or wanted me to at least test it out, see what's going on with it. And then I figured I'd share it with you, let you guys know what I think about it. It is, from what Terrence mentioned, it is designed to be his take on Bond Number 9 Dubai Gold, right? Put my nose on it one time, so I can't really speak to how close this is, but he, based upon what he said, this is more his take on it, his twist on it. So I'm not expecting it even to try and be a one-to-one. It should have some of the same elements. It should put you in the mindset of it, but maybe to some of the other things that Terrence does and does well. All right, or Nazar does and does well. So let's talk about the notes of it. I've already got it sprayed on this hand. I'm going to spray it, show the atomizer, the bottle, all that fun stuff here in a moment. But as far as the notes on it, you've got up top, you've got jasmine, brandy, and saffron, right? Middle notes, you've got ginger, cedar, patchouli, amberwood. Then in your base, you've got ambergris, Indian sandalwood, and musk, right? So even though you have the title Oud in here, as far as Oud campaign, one of the things that kind of I can tell you is there's not like the animalic type of Oud in this. So if you're Oudiverse, that's not a reason to discount this. All right. So again, bottle. So different bottle than you would have normally with the 12 jewels of Nazar. You got label on there, Oud campaign, oiled up. Doesn't snap into place, but just sits in there very well. As far as the cap, as far as the atomizer, nice pressurized atomizer. Now in the air, you get boozy saffron. Yeah, in the air, I get boozy saffron. Yeah, I get the brandy is nice and boozy. The saffron is nice, the little spicy sweetness of it. On skin, the jasmine doesn't come out as much to play. I do get a little more of the ginger. Now, from fragrance memory, would I say that this puts me in the space of what I remember of Dubai Gold? I'm gonna just say yeah, but again, it's been such a long time, I can't tell you how close it is. Does it come off? Does it come off even with that kind of that Bond Number 9 opening? Yes, right. This for me works very well, as this could be nice evening scent. This could be even daytime. This is not necessarily limited to just like an intentional type of fragrance. This could work definitely fall and winter. We're coming into a good time for this, and so I can see why he's putting it up on the site now. I can see why he's launching this now, because this is the time for it. This Yeah, this really nice. There's a sweetness here, but it's not a gourmand sweetness, right? There's a sweetness in here that's just like an understated sweetness that kind of rolls through this, that kind of sits in there with a little bit of, like I said, of the spice of the saffron, but the booziness of that brandy is still sticking in there. Yeah. Now, what I can tell you as far as performance, because I've had this for a little bit, and was, testing it out, making sure I knew what was going on with this. As far as performance, you've got the high oil concentration. I forgot if it's 40 or 50 from Terrence, but high oil concentration, which means it's going to stick around for a while. This does not explode in the air as far as a room filler. This is kind of a room shifter, because I can still, even as I'm moving my hands around, I'm still picking it up. As far as what I recall from, the times that I've worn it and tested it, as far as projection, you're probably going to get a good solid hour and a half, 2 hours of projection. You're probably going to get a little more than 8 hours of just it being on and around you, as a scent, as far as its performance. Probably a little longer. After about 8.5 hours, 9 hours, I was like, okay, it's more than average, right? A little more than average. So when it dries down, and again, when it dries down, there's still the sweetness. There's still now a woody muskiness that's attached to this now, right? So this goes from the sweet, spicy booziness up at top to now the booziness is still there, but it's not as prevalent, but it's kind of blended in well with the woodiness and the muskiness of this fragrance. Yeah, this perfect for fall, perfect for winter. I'm rocking this fall and this winter. This is really good work, really good fragrance, really nicely done as far as what is really his take on something else, right? As far as this fragrance goes, this is something that you may want to check out. I'm going to give this a buy. I'm going to definitely say this is something that you may want to check out. And Terrence, right now, I do know, as of the filming of this video, I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know what may be going on. But in fact, I'll put it here. If you use the code gratitude. Now, again, this is not my code with Terrence. This is not me trying to get you to purchase something to put money in my pocket. This literally is a buy, and I'm going to show you how you can save not just the 15% you would save using my code. You can save 25%. So he's got these bottles. These are 50 mLs, and I think these are 85. Yeah. So the 50 ml, which is different than the 30 ml for example, for mango tobacco. The 50 ml, so you get a little more for $85. So take 25% off of that. I can't do math real quick, but you're talking about taking that from 85 down to down to like $60, $62, somewhere in there. Don't quote me. You can do the math yourself, but it's taking 25% off by using the code gratitude. So definitely, I would jump on that. And if you've been looking at other things from the House of Nazar, you may want to put go ahead and get an order in, just because it's crazy right now. And this is before Black Friday. Let me just point that out. This is before Black Friday. He's already got a 25% off sale. All right. The generosity of Terrence is just crazy. And the Nazar team. Yeah. This, I don't want to keep rambling on about this, but I'm going to tell you, Oudh campaign as a new release from Terrence, from Nazar, as far as from his oiled up line. This, of what I've gotten from Terrence as far as the oiled up line, I'm trying to think. There's some good stuff in there. Masterpiece is good. Dapper is good. Very much more for summer, tropical, what have you. Is it Penny Drops is good. Date Night is good, and that's his take on Date Nights is his take on Lafayette Street. But this right here, this Oudh campaign is definitely in the conversation as far as one of his best from Nazar. This, and I'm becoming now. I have not been in a house that I probably need to investigate more. Is Bond number 9 period? Just because I've got Nomad back there, but Centerpiece, I've got a sample of or a decant of Lafayette Street and some other things. So I may have to dig more into Bond number 9. But this as an approximation of Dubai Gold, again, as a fragrance on its own, not remembering exactly how bond number 9 Dubai Gold smells. I'm telling you, on its own, this smells good. This smells really good. This is winter, fall right now. This is, in fact, I'm going on a cruise in a couple of days. I'm gonna need something. This might go with me on the cruise, because the cruise, as far as like out in the ocean, it gets a little cool. This might be what I take for me as far as like one of those formal night kind of things. Yeah, we might do that. All right. But yeah, listen, if you have not already, and I know you haven't checked it out already because it's just now launching, but check out Oudh campaign. Go ahead and order this, get some other things, and let me know your thoughts. You know, let me know, especially once you get it, come back to the review. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if it's as good as I'm saying, or if you're like, nah, Kevin, you completely missed it. I take feedback. I take criticism. It's okay. This is all subjective. This is how I feel about the fragrance. All right. That's it for this one. Do me the favor, of course, stay safe, stay sane, stay smelling good. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notification, share, hit that hype button. Meet me in the comments and see me next video. Y'all have a great one. Be blessed. Peace.